tampering with a witness, 2 counts of being an accessory to a capital felony, and 1 count of unlawful use of a two-way communication device.
Oh, Lord.
Portland, Florida law is an agreement to speak with prosecutors to share information. This would lead everyone from...
Oh, that boy yeah about the ratatouille, buddy. What's going on, JB fam? We back with another video. You already know what it is. You already know what to do, man. Today we gonna be talking about YNW Melly's best friend agreeing to testify against him for less time, bro. He was facing 5 life sentences. 5. That means he would have to die and come back to life 4 times. And he still wouldn't have got out. No cap. He said, hey, I'm about to tell. That's tough. I don't think Melly's ever getting out of it. If he actually testifies and tells everything, he's cooked. But we finna check it out. See, I like, come subscribe. Let's hop right into the video.
September 9th, 2025. YNW Portland shook the internet as he took a...
That boy smiling hella hard. He ready to snitch.
Facing 5 life sentences with an additional 75 years in Florida State Prison.
Good Lord. Oh my goodness. They was trying to crucify that boy.
Pleading no contest, the state agreed to drop 2 counts of first-degree murder for the shooting deaths of YNW Juvie and Sack Chaser.
Damn.
It also dropped a conspiracy to tamper with the witness and a count of directing gang activities. By entering a plea of no contest, Portland has not admitted guilt, has not admitted the existence or involvement in a gang, and has not implicated himself or others in a murder.
Oh, wait, huh?
Portland has been found guilty of 1 count of tampering with a witness, 2 counts of being an accessory to a capital felony, and 1 count of unlawful use of a two-way communication device.
Oh, Lord.
Portland has been sentenced to 10 years in Florida State Prison on these charges, to be followed by 6 years of probation.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. From 5 life sentences plus 75 years to only 10 years, shit, he telling something. He telling the mama, the grandmama, the sister, the unborn child. That boy can tell the future. His ass got a crystal ball for snitching on game.
For his time in jail.
Cause how?
Portland was arrested back in 2019 and wouldn't receive a bond for 15 months. In October of 2023, he'd be rearrested, remaining in jail until now, lasting an additional 23 months. In all, Portland did a total of 38 months in jail, just over 3 years, meaning his 10-year sentence is already down to 7. In Florida law, 85% of a prison sentence must be completed. So if Portland is on his best behavior, he could be released in just under 6 years at the young age of 32.
That's not bad, hey.
For 2 capital murders.
Oh my mama, he's seen
fucking amazing.
How?
But it came with a twist.
How?
The internet going crazy. Just after letting Portland know everything that came with the plea, the judge would highlight the fact that after the plea is made, the state wants to take a proffer from Portland. An immediate
proffer?
A proffer is defined under the Florida law as an agreement to speak with prosecutors to share information. This would lead everyone from...
Oh, that boy yeah about the ratatouille, buddy.
...himself, and even Melly's old lawyer Bradford Cohen to assume the worst.
Oh, Lord.
Was now going to snitch on Melly.
All right, let's talk YNW Melly and YNW Portland. He is now doing the triple Lindy. For those youngsters that don't know what the triple Lindy is, it is when you do several flips off a high dive, and he will be flipping. He is going to be tell-all about anything he knows about the double murder case, and
holy moly,
they're telling a lie when he gives his full
whole Tito. He could pull a Woody, like, yeah, I don't remember any of that. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. That's how I would be. Quite honestly, but I'm never going. Hell no.
quote-unquote confession as to what happened that evening. And that's what happens. A lot of times where guys are in the prison for 4 or 5 years awaiting trial and looking at a life sentence, and they're offered 10 years where they'll be home probably in another 3 years.
If he survives prison snitching,
he decides to flip and become a cheese eater. And that's what happens a lot of times on these cases. And I was expecting it to happen a lot sooner than it did. He held out for quite some time. But long story short is it looks like he's going to flip. And it makes the case on YNW Melly, depending on what he says, which I anticipate he'll say that YNW Melly is responsible. But depending on what he says, it will make the YNW Melly case a lot more difficult to try, but still not impossible. I've had cases where there were flipping witnesses where, I had a federal case with several flipping witnesses where we still got a not guilty, and it's possible to still get a not guilty in this case.
But shit, if he say, yeah, I was there, and he the one who shot him.
He has an excellent lawyer, by the way, Fred Haddad, who's a friend of mine, and I know Fred would have done a very good job for him at trial, but ultimately it is an individual's decision whether or not to become Chuck E. Cheese.
Ratatouille, boy, he about to cook up a whole hot stew about this information.
I'm not sure. But long story short is he will be flipping, and it's going to make the case against YNW Melly a lot more difficult to win.
Now, as a man, I always leave room to stand corrected in any situation. And I have to give a shout out to my boy Seti Nash for his thorough journalism in this case. Portland's main lawyer, Fred Haddad, would release a statement saying,
I don't represent snitches. Oh!
Henry is not a snitch, and he will not be cooperating or testifying in YNW.
Oh shit, my bad, big dog!
Anyone who claims differently has not seen the plea deal and has no idea what they're talking about.
Okay then! Lawyer standing on big business.
What the fuck else would a profit be other than the snitch? Why would the state want to sit down with Portland if he wasn't obligated by the plea deal to cooperate against the main man they believe is the shooter?
That's what I'm saying.
Why would Portland's sentence go from 5 life sentences plus 75
to 10?
Serving 7 years in prison.
Come on now,
what
gang.
Else would they have to talk
Let's
about?
be for real.
The only thing left to do in the case is convict Melly. Even the judge would tell Portland in court, I don't know how your lawyers pulled this off.
Shit, I know how.
I reached out to Portland's other lawyer, Joe Nascimento, who further clarified Portland has not agreed to testify and will not provide any statement implicating Melly or anyone else. This plea agreement brings closure to Portland's cases and will be the last time he appears in a courtroom.
Hey, 1090 Jake. Thanks for giving me the chance to clear up a lot of the confusion and just chaos that's happening online.
Bean-head ass boy. Pinto bean-head ass boy.
Plea this afternoon.
Cooked baked potato head ass boy.
Social media. It's clear that
boiled egg dropped on the floor, stepped on head ass boy.
I want to start by talking about what he was charged with. He was facing 2 counts of first-degree murder, 2 counts of accessory after the fact of first-degree murder, tampering with a witness, conspiracy to tamper with a witness, directing the activities of a criminal gang, and utilization of a two-way communication device to commit a felony. In all, he was facing 5 mandatory life sentences.
Mandatory, like, bruh, I will never, I just feel like, bro, when they give you more than 1 life sentence, bro, like, they're just trying to make an example out of you, gang, because it's like, a life sentence, like, I'm gonna be dead. I'm gonna be dead. I'm gone. Finito. Barbecue chicken, baby. Pork beans. Honey ham. Honey hog. Cooked.
Here's on top of that. The facts of his plea are that he has pled no contest. That's very important because that means he has not admitted guilt. He's not admitted that he's done anything wrong. And he's certainly not admitted or given information about anybody else. He's been found guilty, but in exchange, the state has dismissed the 2 murder counts, the conspiracy to tamper with a witness count, and the charge about directing the activities of a criminal gang. He's going to be sentenced to 10 years in Florida State Prison, followed by 6 years of probation with credit for time that he has served. And he's required, as a part of that, to sit down and give what's called a proffer. Typically, when you hear the word proffer, especially in a criminal case, it's when a witness offers information or will explain what they would testify to if called.
Oh God, that's what I'm thinking. He got them.
It's unfortunate that we use that word today in court because That's not what's going to happen in this case. Bortland is not going to sit down and give a lengthy proffer or
He did it. Bodies.
If you were called as a witness. Because we don't anticipate him being called as a witness at any trial or any hearing, especially not one involving Melly. What I can tell you is that Bortland is not going to implicate anybody else. He's not going to provide information against anybody else.
All right, then, real solid soldier. Took that 10 on the chin.
To prosecutors in this case. I anticipate the conversation with the prosecutors is going to be very, very brief. And it is not going to be what everyone thinks it's going to be online, where he sits down and rats or provides information to cooperate against other people. So a lot of people are saying that Bortland's plea and his proffer are going to hurt Melly in some way and affect his trial in the future. And again, that's absolutely untrue. YNW Bortland is not going to be a state witness. YNW Bortland is not going to provide information that's going to impact Melly's trial in any way.
Or so we hope.
Bortland is not expected to come and provide information against anybody. So to be clear, his plea, his proffer, and anything surrounding it will have absolutely no impact on Melly's trial. I want to add just a little bit more background to what's happened over the past couple of weeks. Neither defense nor the state wanted this case to go to trial this month. We believe that our case should be stayed until after Melly's appeals are resolved and his case is ready for trial, because our anticipation was that Melly's case would be tried before Bortland's. However, the judge denied our request for a continuance and denied our request to stay Bortland's case pending Melly's appeals.
Tight.
We're moving forward to trial. And we knew that we had a very strong defense to the murder counts. But for Bortland to be successful, he would have to beat every single count, keeping in mind that he was facing 5 mandatory life sentences.
Man, they could have just brought it down to 1 life sentence. So shit.
That he's almost already served at least half of the sentence already. He doesn't have to admit that he did anything wrong. He doesn't have to testify against anybody else. He doesn't have to provide information that would affect Melly or anybody else about anything related to this case or any other case. It was a no-brainer for him to ensure that he gets to walk out of prison one day and live his life versus rolling the dice with a random jury, no matter how strong his defense is.
Oh, it's 5 life sentence is 10 years.
I'm hoping that people can understand that.
You got to take that 10 years on the chin.
Decision for him. But it was very important to him that his decision have no impact on others.
While we don't know what Bortland will be saying in his proffer with the prosecutors, the judge made it clear whatever he says will have no effect on his plea deal. Meaning, he could apparently say anything, or not much of anything at all.
Yeah, I'm the one who killed him.
Bortland said he didn't beat the murders, the charges were dropped. So if he sat down and admitted to the murders, he would be recharged. And with that in mind, I wonder if Bortland would be able to plead the Fifth.
Never mind.
Invoking his Fifth Amendment right, which guarantees no person shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself. Meaning Bortland could potentially refuse to speak to keep himself from further incriminating himself. We won't know until it happens, and we'll have to wait.
That would be smart on game.
Normally very vocal, YNW Melly's mom has remained silent after Bortland's plea, and she was present when it happened. No word has come from Melly's legal team, as he's now represented by legal powerhouse Drew Finley. And even Bradford Cohen, Melly's old lawyer, would backtrack from his initial statement about Bortland.
All right, let's get to it. Let's talk YNW Bortland and YNW Melly. The information is coming in fast and furious to my office. People are calling me left and right. They saw the post. You know what time it is.
Arthur looks for a book looking at
that YNW Bortland is not going to be a flipper, and he is not going to be the cheese eater I previously said that he could become. And he is going to give a statement. I don't know what that statement's going to be, but his attorney is an excellent attorney. He's one of my good friends and
one of my close partners,
you know,
one of my
really
good
helped
friends.
me out as a young attorney,
Yeah.
friend of dad, a great guy. And he represented very, very few, if any, flippers in the past. That's why I was kind of surprised at first. But it turns out, the rumor on the street, YNW Portland is not going to be a flipper, but he will give a proffer.
So at this time, I, 1090 Jake, proudly stand corrected. And you know what? When Portland hits the DOC, I'll reach out to him personally with a, my bad, bro, but cut me a little bit of slack because everybody thought you told. You know what I'm saying?
I thought you told.
He told everything on me. So when I heard proffer, I'm like, no, Melly's fried, but
Melly's fried chicken, baby.
In the courtroom with him that day. You know, I'm not a lawyer at the end of the day. None of these guys on YouTube, from Act to Say Cheese to fucking Vlad to Adam22, none of us are lawyers. We've just dealt with so many similar situations that
you can only go off what you know.
Judgment based on what we've already experienced before. We've never heard of a proffer going good. You know what I mean? Like, we've never heard of sitting down with the prosecutors and they're not snitching. But I stand corrected. And I'm proud to, because you know what? Portland has held on for 6, damn near 7 years without folding on his man's Melly.
That's some real nigga
And
shit on
the fact that
game.
he's taking this plea and apparently nothing is gonna affect Melly, that's some soldier shit. Because he could have folded a long time ago.
Okay.
So like I said, we'll just have to.
Man, that's about the end of the video, bro. I stand corrected. I know in the beginning of the video I said he gonna snitch. That boy took that 10 on the chin, 10 toes down, 10 feet down, 10 fingers down. Finna have to lay it down for a little 10. But hey, at least he get to walk out of prison one day, bro. On game, bro. Cause 5 life sentences plus 75? Sheesh. Bitch, I kill myself. I ain't gonna lie. I'm offing myself on game. Like, I get 1 life sentence. My mama. But hey, man, if you guys seen the video, I appreciate you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe to 1,000 subscribers. Tell me to my second reaction channel, JBsiah 2, link in the description. Tell me to my clothing brand, JungleBredClothing, link in the description. Man, y'all stay out of it, get you some money. All love, JBsiah, we out.